Right now, officials need your help to find this missing Indigenous person. 33-year-old Alexis Hamilton was last heard from on June 5th. Officials say she could be in the Colorado Springs, Pueblo, or La Junta area. Hamilton is 5'2", has brown hair and brown eyes. Anyone who sees her is asked to call the Colorado Springs Police Department. Their number is 719-444-7000.
An adult entertainment company that owns several strip clubs here in Colorado is at the center of a massive bribery and tax fraud case in New York. This is according to our partners at the Denver Gazette. RCI Hospitality Holdings, which runs Diamond Cabaret, Scarlett's, and Rick's Cabaret in Colorado, is accused of bribing a New York State auditor with luxury trips and thousands of dollars in private dances. Prosecutors say that the scheme lasted more than a decade and helped the company avoid paying about $8 million in sales taxes. RCI's CEO insists that the charges will not affect business in Colorado and says that the company will fight the allegations in court.
New this morning, the Denver School Board is weighing hiring its own attorney. This story was first reported by our partners at the Denver Gazette. This comes after the board may have broken Colorado's open meeting laws when they discussed Superintendent Alex Barrero's contract. The Board of Education is now considering a policy that would allow them to retain independent legal services. The Board of Education is expected to vote on a first reading of the measure when it meets today. The Board Council's primary duties will include supporting the superintendent's annual evaluation, advising on regulatory compliance and policies, and attending board meetings in addition to contracts.
Aurora Public Schools Board of Education will discuss creating a classified workers union later this month. This comes after staff members spoke to board members about low salaries, turnover concerns, and alleged harassment in two separate meetings. Classified staff members are custodians, bus drivers, paraprofessionals, and cafeteria workers. Board members have decided to meet with legal counsel and an executive session to figure out how to proceed. The next executive session is September 24th.
Job security for Democrats in Colorado often requires winning just one election. Colorado Democrats rarely get primaried by other Democrats. Rare, but not never. CU Regent Wanda James announced she is challenging Colorado's longest-serving member of Congress, Diana DeGette. Since 2000, this will be the 7th time a Democratic congressperson is primaried in Colorado. Most of them have been against DeGette. There have been 13 incumbent primaries on the Republican side. Only Lauren Boebert won as a challenger in 2020. Colorado's Democratic Party chair promised to stay neutral, even with a 30-year congresswoman being challenged.
Our party has a neutrality policy that I strongly believe in that applies to incumbents as well. We cannot both be the referee and the player on the field, and I strongly believe in voters choosing our nominees, not party bosses.
Last year, Colorado's Republican Party ditched neutrality and endorsed congressional primaries, though there were no Republican incumbents running last year.
Democrats have released their counterplan to keep the government funded past September 30th. The one-month stopgap will not get a vote in the GOP-controlled House or Senate, but it represents a list of Democrats' priorities. Those include reversing cuts to Medicaid, permanently extending Affordable Care Act subsidies that expire this year, and restoring congressionally approved spending that the Trump administration canceled. In the coming days, the House plans to vote on the Republicans' plan to keep the government funded through November 21st.
For the first time since last December, the Federal Reserve has cut its benchmark interest rate. The Federal Reserve also projected it would cut interest rates twice more this year as concern grows at the central bank about the health of the nation's labor market. Fed officials led by Chair Jerome Powell has kept their rate unchanged this year as they evaluate the impacts of tariffs, tighter immigration enforcement, and other Trump administration policies on inflation and the economy.
The Fed rate cut is good news for potential home buyers. Lending rates are now between 4% and 4.25%. So that means that interest rates for credit card debt, car loans, and mortgage rates will likely fall as well. Rocket Mortgage says reducing your interest rate by even just 1 percentage point can save you thousands depending on how much you pay for your home. Now, if you're in the market to buy a home, it's a good idea to get approved for a mortgage right now. If you are looking to sell your home, attractive landscaping, slight repairs, and remodeling go a long way and price your home competitively.